It's Thursday, February 22nd, and welcome to the AI Factor, your daily source for the latest news and updates. I'm your host, Noah Wave, and I'll be guiding you through today's top stories. President Biden's recent cancellation of $1.2 billion in student debt offers relief to 150,000 borrowers, part of his administration's ongoing efforts to address the student debt crisis. Meanwhile, former President Trump unveils potential running mates for the 2024 presidential election, signaling a strategic move in the political landscape. Boeing's 737 MAX program undergoes significant changes following midair mishaps, with executive Ed Clark leaving the company and new leadership appointed to improve safety standards. Additionally, an online dump of Chinese hacking documents sheds light on pervasive state surveillance, sparking international concern. These developments underscore a week of turmoil and transformation in both political and corporate spheres, shaping the future landscape of governance and industry. Are you ready for a deep dive into the AI factor? President Biden has recently canceled $1.2 billion in student debt, providing relief to around 150,000 borrowers. This move specifically targets those who have been making loan repayments for 20 years but never received the relief they were entitled to under existing programs. This decision comes after the Supreme Court struck down Biden's larger forgiveness plan last year. Since then, the Biden administration has been working to find alternative ways to tackle student debt relief. In addition to the $1.2 billion cancellation, the administration has also announced a new student loan repayment program that will start in February instead of July. This program aims to make loan repayments more manageable for borrowers. As a result of these actions, the Biden administration has now erased over $130 billion in loans for 3.7 million borrowers. These efforts show a commitment to addressing the student debt crisis and making higher education more accessible and affordable for all. Now, to check if your loan was canceled, you can follow these simple steps. Log in to your student loan account on the Federal Student Aid website, studentaid.gov, or the website of your loan servicer. Check your account balance. If your loan was canceled, your balance should be $0. If you're still unsure or need more information, contact your loan servicer directly. They'll be able to provide you with the most up-to-date information on your loan status. In a recent development, former President Donald Trump has unveiled his potential running mates for the 2024 presidential election. The shortlist includes prominent Republican figures such as Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, South Carolina Senator Tim Scott, biotech entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy, South Dakota, Governor Kristi Noem, Florida Representative Byron Donalds, and former Hawaii Representative Tulsi Gabbard. This diverse group of potential vice presidential candidates could bring various strengths to the table. For instance, DeSantis and Scott have been popular figures within the Republican Party, while Ramaswamy and Noem have been vocal advocates for conservative values. Donalds and Gabbard, on the other hand, have garnered support from different factions within the party. The choice of a running mate is crucial for any presidential candidate, as it can help to broaden their appeal and strengthen their chances of winning the election. Trump's decision will likely be influenced by a number of factors, including the candidate's ability to appeal to different voter groups, their political experience, and their alignment with his political agenda. The announcement of this shortlist has sparked a lot of discussion and speculation within political circles. Some argue that Trump's choice could significantly impact the outcome of the election, as it may sway undecided voters or even bring in new supporters. Others believe that the candidate's individual qualities and ability to work well with Trump will be the deciding factor in the selection process. As the 2024 presidential election draws closer, all eyes will be on Trump and his potential running mates. The political landscape is constantly shifting, and the final decision could have a significant impact on the future of the Republican Party and the nation as a whole. James Biden, the younger brother of President Joe Biden, testified before the House Oversight Committee yesterday regarding his family's business dealings. In his opening statement, James Biden claimed that the president had no involvement in any of his business ventures. According to James Biden, his brother Joe Biden has never had any involvement or any direct or indirect financial interest in his business dealings. This testimony comes as part of the ongoing impeachment inquiry led by the Republican-controlled House Oversight and Judiciary Committees. Several witnesses have already been interviewed as part of the impeachment inquiry, and many have stated that they have not seen any evidence linking President Biden directly to his family's business ventures. While James Biden's testimony is significant, it remains to be seen how it will affect the overall outcome of the impeachment inquiry. The investigation has so far uncovered bank records and transactions between the Biden brothers, but there is no evidence that President Biden was involved in any of these dealings while in office or as a candidate for president. The impeachment inquiry into President Biden's alleged involvement in his family's business dealings is still ongoing. It is crucial to keep an eye on this developing story as more information becomes available. The Boeing 737 MAX program has undergone a significant shakeup following a string of midair mishaps. Ed Clark, the executive in charge of the program, has left the company, marking the first major staffing change since the January incident in which a door panel blew off a 737 MAX 9 during an Alaska Airlines flight. Katie Ringgold, previously the vice president in charge of 737 delivery operations, has been appointed as the new vice president and general manager of the 737 program. Boeing has also created a new senior vice president position for quality and safety as part of its efforts to improve its production and safety standards. The incident has led to increased scrutiny of the 737 MAX program and Boeing's manufacturing quality. The Federal Aviation Administration has barred Boeing from expanding its 737 MAX output while the agency reviews its production line for the planes. Considering these developments, Boeing is taking steps to address the issues and improve its production quality and safety. The company hopes that these changes will help restore confidence in its 737 MAX program and ensure the safety of its passengers and crew. Nikki Haley is staying in the GOP primary despite facing an uphill battle against former President Donald Trump. There are a few reasons why she might be doing so. She believes she has a legitimate path to the nomination. Despite the odds, Haley might still believe that she has a chance to win the nomination. She could be banking on a strong showing in the upcoming primaries to build momentum and gain support. She wants to influence the party's direction. Even if she doesn't win the nomination, Haley's continued presence in the race could help shape the party's platform and priorities. She might be using her campaign to advocate for specific policy positions or to push the party in a certain direction. She wants to position herself for future opportunities. Staying in the race could help Haley raise her national profile and build relationships with influential figures in the party. This could position her for future opportunities, such as a cabinet position in a Republican administration or a run for another office. She wants to provide an alternative to Trump. Some have speculated that Haley might be staying in the race to provide an alternative to Trump, who remains a divisive figure in the party. By staying in the race, she could be giving Republican voters who are uncomfortable with Trump another option to consider. Haley's decision to stay in the GOP primary could be driven by a combination of factors, including her belief in her own chances of winning, her desire to influence the party's direction, her ambition for future opportunities, and her commitment to providing an alternative to Trump. An online dump of Chinese hacking documents has recently surfaced, offering a rare glimpse into the pervasive state surveillance conducted by the Chinese government. The leaked documents reveal a range of tools and methods used by the government to monitor its citizens and even foreign entities. The documents, which are believed to have originated from a private security contractor linked to the Ministry of Public Security, detail various hacking activities and tools used to spy on both Chinese and foreign individuals. Among the apparent targets of these tools are ethnicities and dissidents in parts of China that have seen significant anti-government protests, such as Hong Kong and the heavily Muslim region of Xinjiang in China's far west. The leak has sparked concern among experts and human rights advocates, who see it as evidence of the Chinese government's increasing control over information and its willingness to engage in intrusive surveillance. It is not yet clear who is responsible for the leak, but it is likely that the Chinese authorities will be keen to identify the source and prevent further leaks. The online dump of Chinese hacking documents provides a rare window into the pervasive state surveillance that is taking place in China. The leak has raised important questions about privacy and government control in the digital age, and it will be important for the international community to monitor the situation closely and respond accordingly. As we wrap up this episode of The AI Factor, we invite you to join us again for another captivating journey of the news. If you enjoyed today's exploration, don't forget to follow us on your favorite podcast platform and subscribe to stay updated on future episodes. If you have thoughts, questions, or intriguing stories you'd like us to explore, feel free to reach out to us at podcast@aifactor.news. Remember, we're committed to providing unbiased perspectives. We will never pull you left or right. Our mission is to take you straight to the facts. Stay curious, stay informed, and always keep an eye on the ever-changing landscape of the news. Until next time, this is Noah Wave, signing off.